This is a current in the bag video for my 2016 season. Right now I'm putting with Marshalls. Absolutely love these. I want them in medium really bad. These are just a little floaty, a little more floaty than I prefer. But as far as film flight, really digging the Marshalls. In here, these are kind of utility discs for me. This is like my go-to headwind putter. It's a classic Suspect. And then I have this new Biofusion Justice that I'm starting to figure out. I want to break it in, try to get it to, just a really beat-in Justice kind of flight. But that one's fairly new. For my upshots, I have my Lucid Warden. Absolutely fantastic disc. Probably one of the oldest discs in my bag. Absolutely love the Lucid Warden. And then I also use the Lucid Suspect. Just something a little more overstable. I'll throw this one off the tee as well. It's fantastic upshot disc, as well as kind of short range overstable shots. Going to my mid ranges, a lot of people kind of consider the Suspect a putter class, which I do as well, even though it's a tweener. It's in between a mid and a putter. But I basically cover the chasm from understable to overstable. A lot of these, well, I'll just get into it. I got the Lucid Warrant. Use it for turnover shots, or basically a backhand short range shot that'll just kind of lazily drift to the right. So I really like the Warrant. I have a Lava Evidence. This is kind of my right up the gut, hyzer flip, dead straight, mid-range, tons of glide on this Lava plastic. This is a tournament fundraiser disc, so I really like the Lava Evidence. I bagged two Truths. I've aced with both of these now. My Lucid, this one's actually just pretty straight. It has that nice little hyzer finish, hyzer drop. And then for a little bit more stability is the Fusion EMAC Truth. I like this one for forehand, forehand up shots, approaches. The time I aced with it was actually a forehand shot, so I really like the Fusion EMAC Truth. Probably the Truth, the EMAC Truth is my favorite disc of all time. And then I have this Lucid Justice. This one's getting pretty broke in. I'm really liking the flight of this. I like this for any windy conditions, as well as overstable shots, skip shots. So huge fan of the Justice. If you don't have one, you're doing yourself a disservice. Onto my fairways. I got two Culverins. Opto Culverin 170. I use this one for forehand flex shots, or just kind of straight fairway shots with good stability. And then the Gold Culverin. This one's a little more stable, has a little more fade to it, so kind of like a longer Truth is what I would put this one at. And then my Lucid Felon. This one's pretty old. I've had it for a while, so it's beat in. It's nice and glidey. I use it for a lot of thumbers, a lot of headwinds, that kind of thing. And a Lucid Thief. This covers kind of my understable duties as well as my stable duties. It's amazing in tailwinds. Yeah. On to distance drivers. I bagged two Renegades. They kind of cover understable duties, flex duties. It's a disc I've thrown for a really long time, and just something that I trust a lot. Fusion. This one I get really consistent hyzer flip to straight shots, and then the Lucid will give me a little more fade. Probably my bread and butter are my Trespasses. Absolutely love my Trespasses. I've been throwing these for a long time. So I have a Biofusion 175 and a Fusion 170. Just a great around distance driver, backhand, forehand, whatever you want it to do. Bag a couple Enforcers, a Biofusion, and a Fusion. It's pretty much kind of my backhand Enforcer and my forehand Enforcer. I also really like Enforcers for longer thumbers, overhead shots. Got a couple Destinies here. Destiny's pretty new in my bag, but I've been able to get a lot more distance with this. I was throwing bolts, and my problem with the bolt is once they break in, they're just a little too flippy, and so you kind of have to keep getting brand new bolts. So this one's a little more consistent. Does have that really good low speed stability, so it'll come back. Really digging the Destiny. It's gotten me some birdies on some longer holes that I've never done before. And then we'll ballistas. Use these a lot forehand, just something a little straighter. Kind of has the same flight as the Destiny. It'll flip over, but it doesn't yet have the same low speed stability. I don't get as much fade out of the ballista, so it's definitely a lot straighter than the Destiny. And then last but not least is my TP World, 176 grams. I use this guy for pretty much headwinds. It's like my go-to distance headwind driver. I also use it for forehand shots. Kind of driver heavy right now, testing out a lot of different things, but basically there you have it.